Chennai witnessed a unique confluence where stone met art, culture, and craftsmanship. StoneX hosted the second edition of its immersive event Stone Portraits at the historic Cholamandalam Artists Village.
So we are a 22-year-old organization. We are a fairly young company in the stone business, because you have companies which are 50-year-old, 100-year-old, 70-year-old. Um, from inception, our purpose has been same. Our purpose was to elevate the value of stone from commodity to something that people love and respect. If you look at art as a business, it is a very amazing medium for investment, because and again, a lot of people don't understand the value of art. But if you see, art is one thing which is unaffected by the market dynamics. If you look at stock market or gold, everything is affected by market dynamics. On the contrary, art is one thing as an investment which is not affected by any of these.
Taking the spotlight at the event was artist R. Magesh's The Monarch, a sculpture crafted in Grigio bronze Amani marble. Known for his evocative depictions of animals and birds, Magesh has transitioned from painting into stone, bringing his fascination with equestrian forms to life.
Throughout my process, I have always depicted animals in my work because I feel they have a different sort of a voice which is totally different from ours. And as humans, we always neglect their voices. So I give importance for the voices of them. So through my works, I try to give importance by depicting their forms because each animal has its own visual representation. So each one carries its own nature as well. So in through my works, I try to study each of their qualities. And like for example, if you take the image of a horse, it always depicts the symbol of power and strength and virile. So like that, each animal has its own quality. So that's what I always try to use animals in my work. The series Monarch has been going on since more than 5-6 years. I've been working on this series actually, but mostly it was in paintings only. But this was the first time I executed it in sculpture. So through this project, I was able to do that. So the basic theme behind the Monarch is it talks about the aspects of power, and the image of a horse always is horse as an animal which has always related to the throughout history. It has been always related with the aspects of power, and the image of a broken warrior horse head also symbolizes the fall of power, because through high power throughout history, power has been achieved only through suppressing voices. So it is all it's a contradiction of fall of power and the rise of the suppressed voices. So yeah, I'm primarily a painter actually, so my practice basically is mainly painting only. So sculpture is something which I do parallelly on rare occasions. So, but this was my first time working with stone. So stone, I felt that there isn't much of a difference. You can compare it with the process of doing watercolor actually, because in watercolor also you cannot if you make a mark, it is permanent and you cannot rectify it. So even in stone, it's the same thing. Once you make a mark in the stone, if you chisel it, and you cannot again alter it. So whatever you make on it is permanent. So that aspect of stone is what I felt is relating with painting also. So that is something which I experienced through this process. Although apart from all these conceptual uh, whatever I say behind the work, also as a imagery, if you see, it carries a voice of its own. Okay, anybody can approach it in any ways. Okay, so because the image of a horse always carries a strength and grit also, and you can see you can approach it in lot of different ways, and the possibilities of it is immense. So it's up to the viewer only. how they engage themselves with the work. Definitely, because I am basically from Chennai only, and I did my undergraduation from Chennai, and it was only later I moved to Baroda for my masters, and I got based in Baroda. But my formative years have been always in Chennai, so all the basics I learnt only in Chennai. So the aspect of Chennai always remained in my working process throughout all my career. So I still, in a way, it always reflects in my work in different ways. In the way I even handle the color or the way I approach my subject, everything has definitely has a role to play. It is really important for children to practice art, and it will really help in growing them. There is a huge history of stone sculpture in our southern part of India, and especially in Chennai, we have a strong history of temple architecture and the traditional stone carvings from our Mahabalipuram. So, because there are not many youngsters who take up stone carving as a major thing, but there is immense knowledge still present with us, which can be explored, and we can try to use that technique in our contemporary methods to express our voices. So it is really important to learn those things. Yeah.